What is up, and welcome back to another episode of Going Beyond the Castle. I'm super excited to be back this week as we dive into episode 19, and we are talking the fabulous four-part challenge. So we'll dive into that a little bit later. But before we dive in, I am your host, Brett Briley, and with me, as always, is my fabulous co-host, Lori. And we are finally joined by a special guest. Olivia, welcome to the podcast. It's good to have you. You almost bailed on us. It's fine. I forgive you, but I will never forget that. So yeah, super excited to be back. Before I hand it over to Lori, and we dive into today's topic, do just want to say, as always, shout out to our followers. It has been a journey with you guys, especially on our TikTok. I think over the past 2 weeks or so, we've seen about 800 new followers. So really appreciate you guys joining us. I understand it's probably not because of my personality, but it's because of the funny videos that I post, and that's totally fine. But again, thanks to you guys. We really appreciate you guys joining us, and we're super thankful for you guys. So that being said, I will turn it over to Lori, and she will introduce today's topic.
Yeah, so this is a fun one. And so doing a little research just a few minutes ago. So the Disney 4-park challenge is where you visit all 4 parks in one day. And I know everybody kind of does their own little variation of that challenge. But some of the research, that I was looking up, and it says it's kind of like pick a ride, see a show, get a treat, and meet a character. But I know not everybody does it that way. So in my family, actually, gosh, I don't even remember what trip we did it on first. We actually did it before we really knew that it was a thing. We were just like, oh, it was just kind of passing along. And then we realized that, it's actually a thing that people try to do all 4 parks in one day. Not necessarily that I recommend it for folks like on your first trip or, those who want to kind of really get to see all of the parks.
Yeah.
But if you go often, or if you just kind of want to do it as something fun and say, hey, let me see if I can do this, then it is a fun thing to do. And if you have your favorites, then you kind of know. And actually one of my fellow mouse counselors, Tara, was there this past week, and I saw her post where she did all 4 parks, the water park, and Disney Springs all in the same day.
I'd be tired at that point.
Yeah, I'm like, that is. She was on a business trip. She was doing some research, so I know that she didn't really spend a whole lot of time in each of them. But I thought that was pretty cool that she did that.
That's exhausting.
Yeah, it is exhausting. It is tiring, and we actually, Josh and I randomly did it again on Tuesday on our last day when we were in Orlando, and it was tiring. And so, with that being said, really quick, a sidebar, congratulations to Olivia and her team for placing 3rd in the nation for their cheer team. So yeah, we were there for cheer. So when you go to Disney for cheer, it's exhausting.
Yeah.
And when you go to Disney for a regular Disney trip, if you pack a lot of stuff, it's exhausting. So when you combine both of those, and do 4 parks in one day, it is a little tiring, but it's fun. It's fun. So basically that's what the challenge is. You hit all 4 parks. You pick, your favorite things, that you're going to do at each park, and then you move on to the next one. And the next we'll kind of get into like the strategies around that. 'Cause you kind of got to have, I guess you don't necessarily have to have a plan, but you don't want to save Animal Kingdom for last and it closes at 6 and then you can't get in there. So you got to have a little bit of thought processes behind it. So planning ahead is probably a good segue into, what's the best strategies to kind of do the 4-park challenge.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you want me to keep going, if you want to jump in.
Be my guest.
Okay. Yeah. So one of the things definitely that you want to do is that you want to check the hours for all the parks. And of course, whichever one, you go to first, but just make sure that you save the last park for the one that's going to be open the latest. That way you can maximize your time, throughout the day, and you're not rushing to get there. And also when we went Tuesday, We did more than one ride in each park. So you can fit some things in there, especially if you take advantage of multi-pass and the single pass. There are ways, that you can get all the things that you want to do in there. Also, if you want to rope drop, which we did not rope drop. We got there kind of early.
What time did you start the parks?
Maybe like 8:30. So like we got on the bus around 8. Something it wasn't like too late, but I don't rope drop. So like I'm not going to get in line before the park opens. Ever. I mean, I probably would, but
I've accidentally rope dropped before.
Yeah, I've made a commitment to my family to not force them to wake up.
No, sorry.
Right. Olivia would though. So she's my ride or die when we're there. Like I'm like, look, I'm getting up and I'm gonna go. And she's like, all right, I'm going with you.
Yep. Or you get left behind. Like that's how this works.
Yeah. Yeah, we did that when we went over the summer, right? When we went to Universal. Yeah, we left Ed and Braden in the hotel and like we just rolled out and they just met us later.
Yeah.
Like, catch up.
Bye.
Yeah, so you definitely want to plan ahead. Look at all the different transportation options, kind of, figure out what's the best way to get from one park to the next. Just kind of really plan ahead. There's a lot of
transportation options throughout the parks, which at some point we just need to do a transportation episode.
Yeah.
And dive into the different transportation options.
Yeah, we do need to look because I don't have March scheduled yet. So definitely need to be looking at some ideas for March.
Yeah, we got plenty of time.
Yeah, 2 weeks. That's enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. So kind of planning ahead is really where you need to put some thought into it. Unless you're totally just going to wing it and then see how it goes. That would be fine too.
No.
It's not okay to wing
Not for
anything.
me. She said that wouldn't be good for me.
No, don't wing Disney. It just ends bad.
Yeah. I mean, on this one, we kind of like because originally we were only going to do 2 parks on Tuesday. We did the same thing. We're like, oh, let's go. But we still had a strategy behind what we were doing. Oh, and I just realized I jumped ahead because the transportation options I thought was in the planning ahead. But anyway, yeah, there's the monorail, the Skyliner, the buses. If you want to take a minivan, you can do the minivan.
Boats.
Boats.
I mean,
yeah. So we use some of the transportation as, like an extra little ride and not just hopping on a bus. And what else we got? And most of the snacks, like if you're going to do just a snack, you really could just kind of walk up. But there are some snack options that you can mobile order too.
Absolutely. We talked about mobile order last week or week before quite a bit.
We did. And I feel like I just ran through all of that.
That's fine.
That's cool.
Because the meat of this episode is all what's to come next. So that's totally fine.
Yes. The fun stuff. Definitely. So you got to have strategies. You got to plan ahead, kind of know what you want to do. Obviously, you can't, if it's your first trip, you wouldn't really be able to plan ahead because you don't really know what you want to do. So it's definitely something more seasoned or someone who's been, at least a couple of times to be able to take advantage of it and make it fun. But if you want, I'll kick off where I would go first.
Yeah.
Okay. So my first pick would be Animal Kingdom. Because 1, it's my favorite. And 2, it closes early. So definitely want to go there and get that one done first. As far as a ride, and it opens a little bit earlier too, I guess because it closes earlier. But this one is so hard for me to pick a ride because I love so many of them. But I have to choose one. I'm going to go with Flight
I bet you
Passage.
picked Dinosaur.
No.
Oh, I thought you were going to pick Safari.
I would pick Safari, but I love Flight of Passage.
We
actually did Safari twice this last time. It was so good. But yeah, Flight of Passage.
Yeah. You do like Dinosaur.
I do like Dinosaur. And we did ride Dinosaur. That might be the last time.
Oh, thank God.
Thank God.
Thank God.
Fred doesn't like it either.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's a first ride in Disney.
Yeah, I agree.
She wrote it though.
I had no choice.
You don't want to be left outside by herself.
Yeah.
Right.
It's so cool though. But yeah, we did that one.
But that's fine.
Yeah, so I would pick Flight of Passage, and then for my snack, I would do a street corn.
That's
So
pretty cool,
good.
isn't
I
it?
wanted to, I didn't get one when we were there this week. I should have, but I didn't.
I never had one.
Yeah, it's really good. You have to try it next time. You have to try it when we go in November.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We're working really hard on that November trip.
Ah!
Every time Josh would say something, I'm like, oh, we could just do that in November. And he just roll his eyes.
Look, if you just book the trip, I did a TikTok about this the other day. Just book the trip. It's
I
fine.
sent
Figure
to
it
you,
out
didn't
later.
I?
Yeah. Yeah. She sent
Yeah,
it to
I read-
me.
you
I'm like,
s-
she's trying to
she
use
sent
our
me
own
the
podcast. Yeah.
Just book the trip. It's best.
Yeah.
Just
He
book
didn't
it.
really say no. So,
You're within 7 days. Use that bounce back offer. Let's go.
oh, I didn't
It's
even think
better
about
to ask for forgiveness than permission.
Definitely.
Yes.
Only
taught her
for
well.
Disney, though.
Yeah, I was gonna say I've taught her well when it comes to Disney. Okay, so street corn, and then I'm gonna take my picture in front of the Tree of Life, my other favorite thing.
Okay.
So Flight of Passage, street corn, and Tree of Life for Animal Kingdom.
Okay.
Sweet. You want to go next?
Yep. She's up
Sure.
next.
Can I pull my notes out?
Yeah, you can put your notes out. I got mine. I had mine right there. So
Well, I picked Animal Kingdom first too because I kind of just follow your lead. So
it's okay.
You've taught her well.
I'm the planner. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
wait, do I have to like?
Which-
so first, my ride.
Yeah.
Definitely Everest. Everest is my favorite, but the only person who rides with me is my mom.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, and I did was
Interesting.
like, oh, when I was doing mine, I was like, well, if it's a family trip, it would be this ride. If it was just me
Right.
and Dad, it would be this
Yeah.
one.
It
But-
really matters. Like that.
Right.
Yeah.
That really, because of course I did all mine solely off going. I'm gonna say with Rachel because it sounds bad if I say my. And
Yeah.
no kids. Like
I gotcha.
no kids were involved in my thinking.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah, I would pick Everest if it was me and you too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My favorite snack is a pickle. Like a what's it called? A pickle in a pouch.
Pickle in a pouch.
Oh
Pickles are
yeah.
so good. And then I would definitely get a picture in front of Everest. I think we do that every year. Every
Yeah,
time we
that
go.
little back
Mhm. Yeah.
little bridge like thing where you can
Mhm.
stand, and we did it one year and it was at night and it was
Oh, yes,
that
it
was
was
super
so
cool.
cool, yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
remember that.
Yep.
Pickle.
Pickle. I know, huh?
I got it one year, and then ever since, every time we go, I have to get a pickle.
It's funny because when Dad and I walked by the thing, he's like, "Oh, there's Liv's pickle in the pouch."
Okay, I'll keep with the trend and say Animal Kingdom is my first park. Solely because, like you said earlier, it closes later in the day, so I would just rather knock it out first thing in the morning.
Yeah.
And I feel like everybody's going to the other parks. Like,
Yeah.
so mornings are really good. I did 2 rides. I said I would single pass Avatar, and then I would go over and do Festival of the Lion King because both of those are my favorite,
Mm.
and I love Festival of the Lion King every time.
Olivia. She's laughing because can I tell? So
At this
I
point,
might
you
have
have to.
yeah, I might have told a little bit. So when she was younger, I think I might have said this story. We
think
went,
so.
we were in that area and we were at the Harambe market, and Braden got the chicken and rice bowl. And I think Josh might have got it too.
Yep.
And so we got Olivia the kids version, and it was not the same.
Yes.
Like it really was just a little bit of plain rice and a little bit of
Mhm.
chicken.
Yeah.
She was so, I think she might have been, I don't even know how old she was at this point.
I think I was like, I don't know.
Maybe like 9 or 10.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she was so mad. And so then her and Josh got into a huge fight because she refused to eat. And so like we're sitting there and fighting over, yeah. So the other day when she was there, he was like, she was texting us, asking us where should they eat. And he's like,
Please
"If
tell
you
me he
eat-"
said a rice bowl.
He was like, if you eat at Harambe Market, do not come home. So anyway, that was her little
Yeah, and
fun
then I'm
story.
pretty sure after we went to the Lion King show, and I
We
was
did.
so mad.
She was mad the whole time in the Lion King show. Like I was like, I'm sitting there trying to enjoy the moment, and I'm like,
She's just over there salty.
yes, very salty and ruining it.
But yeah,
So-
so I would do Avatar, single pass that to make sure it's
Yes.
just I can walk right on and still be able to go see Festival of the Lion King, which there should still be plenty of time to knock out both of those.
Yeah. Yeah, we actually did Dinosaur, Flight of Passage, and a Safari when we
Yeah.
went Tuesday.
I
Yeah.
think we did a lot too. We did the Safari, Everest, Dinosaur, and Flight of Passage.
Yeah. Fun stuff. You getting some questions?
No,
Then
I'm replying. And then, so for my food,
oh, that's
over
really didn't
at
finish.
Satuli Canteen, the cinnamon French toast is
Ooh,
like
that
a
sounds good.
blueberry French toast and
Oh, yum.
amazing. Like that French toast is a fabulous breakfast option, and it's mobile order, so I could literally be in a ride, mobile order my food, walk off, get my food, and go hit up Festival of Lion King.
They have. Oh, I didn't even think about that. So right there at that Tamu, I don't think it was
Yeah, I know
Tamu.
what you.
One of those. They got the Pongo
Oh yeah, the
Lumpia,
little
whatever.
breakfast sandwich that has like it's the
No,
breakfast pancake.
no. This is like it's almost like a spring roll, but it's got the pineapple cream cheese stuff in the middle.
Oh
I
yeah,
saw that whenever we went.
That's really
Somebody
good.
got it. Yeah.
Yeah. So that would be a backup snack too,
yeah.
depending if I'm
Um,
going sweet or savory.
that's fair. And then for my photo, I would do Tree of Life, but I would do it on the back side of the Tree of Life because it's way less crowded over there and everybody's not
Yeah.
trying to get the other one. So I would do it on the back side.
Yep. Yep. Fun. Yes, I
Um,
love Animal Kingdom.
Animal Kingdom is such a great park. Like we
It
could do a
is.
whole episode on how to live Animal Kingdom to it, like just enjoy it to its fullest, like all day.
Yeah,
should
we
do
should
that.
do an episode on the great debate if Animal Kingdom is a half day park or a full day park.
We should.
See what people say. Anyway, I think
What do you think?
I could stay all day in
Oh,
Animal
all
Kingdom.
day. Easily.
You don't? No?
I think we stayed there like maybe 3 hours, and it was like fine. We hit every single ride that I liked, got some food, and then left.
Yeah. But like you
I think
can. I mean
you can. Yeah.
you can, but I'm okay staying all
I think
day.
it might be because I'm a kid.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I
'cause,
like
like-
Magic Kingdom and
Yeah. So like for us, like we took a lot of time taking Rafiki's train back to the kids area back there and
Mhm.
doing the petting zoo and like
Yeah.
watching the
Oh.
drawings and like
Do you remember the petting
Yeah.
please tell me there's a
Olivia-
story about the petting zoo.
zoo?
We went our very first trip. We went and
I think
we
I was
went
like 6 years old.
yeah, she was 6 and so or 7. No, 6 cuz Braden was 9.
Yeah.
So we went into the petting zoo. So it was Mardi Gras time here at home. So we had a Mardi Gras shirt and we had beads for her around her neck. And when we go in the petting zoo area,
And I was scared.
she was scared to
too.
go in. I'm like, Olivia, it's fine. They're not going to do anything. Well, don't you know the goats were like trying to eat the chain, like the beads off of her neck. And she was like having a panic attack.
I was
Like,
really hoping were gonna say that a goat headbutted her, but that's still
oh, no. No, they were trying to eat the beads.
Yeah, and I was like
But-
almost like as tall as them.
Yeah.
yeah, we could
Fun
easily
stuff.
spend a whole day there, especially all the walking trails that you have. Like it, and it's
Yes.
gonna like even like we've had this conversation once the I forgot what the South America lands opens. Like it's just it's easily
Oh,
gonna be-
Tropical Americas.
Tropical
What is
Americas.
that?
That's where the Dino Land is getting replaced.
Like when we went in September, like we spent the whole day there and we had dinner after the park closed. So like even at that point, like there was still more I could have done. Like I was fully
Yeah.
ready to keep going, but they kicked us out. So
Yeah.
I thought they were
Same.
coming out with the Zootopia thing.
That's going
They
to
are.
be tough to it's tough to be a bug. It's going to
Yeah.
Zootopia.
That's so sad.
Yeah.
it's not.
Fred's he's ready for that one to go too.
Really?
Yeah,
Well,
I-
I was scared of it the first time I did it.
It
I think I ended up
traumatizes
going
children.
Yeah.
It does.
It
Like
does.
what person thought it was a good idea to do a kids ride in the dark and have stuff pop out of the seat
Poking you.
Yeah,
and
that
in the
is
back?
true.
Like
I was traumatized.
That
the
was
first
a-
time I did it.
that was a 90s Disney idea all day.
Yeah. Well, and I know I'm getting sidetracked on this one too, but did you do the Stitch Escape in Magic
No,
Kingdom?
that was pre-me Disney. Like
That was way worse. Like that was
Not
like
for
her and
kids.
Braden were both horrified.
Yeah, that was not for
So-
kids. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
So Jasmine just asked, "What are they replacing it with?" So they're replacing it with a Zootopia show. I don't. They haven't released a lot of details on it yet, have they? It's
No.
just what is it? Better Together or something like that?
Yeah, it is better together.
Is it going to be
Yeah.
a show still?
I think it. I
Yeah.
mean, it should be the same type of setup as
Mm.
Tough to Be a Bug, but just Zootopia. And we get
Yeah.
Chazelle as like a singer in it or whatever her name is for the
Mm.
movie. Fabulous movie. I love Zootopia.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like Zootopia.
Yeah. It'd be cool. Something different.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
So
How are you
yeah, so
getting to the
then-
next park?
So I'm going to take a bus over to Hollywood Studios.
Mm, interesting.
Yeah, I'm saving the. I don't know. I mean, I do like so. Toy Story Mania would be my ride. That is my favorite ride at Hollywood Studios. So
Well,
I'm all day.
it is a good ride. It destroys relationships, but it's a great
It
ride.
does.
And I smoked that. Well, I won't. Okay, I didn't smoke him. I didn't get like that many
If you,
points, but I beat him.
as long as
Really?
you
I beat
win,
him.
you
Yes,
can
I
rub it
beat
in
him
his
on Toy
face.
Story Mania and on Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger Spin.
I think Dad always chooses to go with me because he knows he's
He gonna beat
me.
you?
Yeah.
So and to back up a little bit, so I would single pass Flight of Passage, but I would also get multi pass. Now I would book multi pass for Hollywood Studios first. And then once you have to book your first 3 rides
Yeah.
in the same park, but you can modify it. Once
You only have to book one.
Yeah, and then once you go through it, then you could
Yeah.
book others. But I would use multi pass for Hollywood Studios, and I would do Toy Story Mania is my favorite, so I would do that one. And then I would get the carrot cake whoopie pie from the trolley stop.
It's
Um,
fabulous.
Yeah, that's so good. I know I was so disappointed because I forgot what I ate. I ate a snack somewhere. And then we went to Hollywood Studios and Josh got that. And I'm like, man, I should have waited but I mean, I ate a little bit of his. That thing is so good. And then I would take a picture in front of the Chinese theater, the Mickey and Minnie's course.
On a side note,
but
I'm going to divert really quick because this just popped in my
yeah,
head. Did you know that Disneyland does not have the 7 and 3 day window? They have the
no,
gene.
they have to do it on site, right?
Yeah, that's going to be
Maybe.
fun to do in May.
Yeah.
I
So
just-
at Disney World, if you stay on site, you can book your Lightning Lane
Oh,
7
yeah.
days in
7
advance.
days.
Disneyland, you can't book them until you're in the
Yeah,
park.
they still have like the Genie Plus type, but they just renamed
Because
it
Fred's going to
Lightning Lane.
Disneyland in May.
I am.
Really?
Work
a little salty.
calls. I'm sorry. Work needed me to go to Disneyland, and I couldn't say no. Like
I know. We tried to get our agency to do that too, but this year he didn't do it this year. Plus,
No, yeah, you're not
they will
going
kill
without
me
them.
if I go
Yeah.
without them first.
yeah, well, Rachel,
So,
Terry walked up to me today and he said, "Fred, the Lord spoke to me, and He said that you shouldn't go to Disneyland without your wife." And I said, "Terry, did the Lord speak to you, or did my wife speak to you?" He
right.
just chuckled.
I'm thinking it's your wife.
It was. She told me. She
Yeah.
confessed. She told him to
Well,
talk to
you know
me.
what? Rachel and I could go
You could.
and we could do our own thing while
You
you're
could.
doing your business thing.
Yes. See, I told her I would take her, but the email literally said no family and friends because it's like a.
Yeah, that's
it's
how
like
our
some
trips are.
Yeah, it's a self-paced fam or something.
Yeah.
Like that.
Well, I mean, that's saying that Rachel and I can't go.
That's facts. You're
and
not wrong.
Liv.
And Liv, she
She's looking
looks
at me.
so quick. Anyway, back on topic.
Okay.
Liv, it's your
Back on-
turn.
Yes.
yes.
So Hollywood Studios, what would you pick?
Yeah, I would do the same bus to Hollywood Studios,
Yeah.
And my ride would be Slinky Dog Dash, even though it always has a really long wait, but
Mm,
it's my favorite there.
Not if you multi-pass it. You could multi-pass it.
there you
What is
go.
that?
Like the Lightning Lane.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. But like if I'm going like with my cheer team,
Yeah.
stuff like that. And my snack, I don't know where it's from. All I know is it's like a little cart in front of Indiana Jones,
Yeah,
but funnel
Epic
cake.
Eats, I think, or something. The funnel
Oh
cake.
yeah.
Yes, it's so good. I love it. And then I would also take a picture in front of the Chinese theater.
Yep.
Oh, that's what I meant. Okay, sorry. I'm looking at my notes and I was like, oh, what did I mean by that? Okay. So for me, I'm going to Epcot. And I'm getting there by minivan because I like to be bougie, and that would make me feel bougie rolling up in a minivan.
Sweet.
So yeah, I'm going to Epcot. Of course, I'm gonna Lightning Lane Guardians because what other ride is there to do? Like,
Yeah.
Guardians supersedes every single ride at that park. And I'm also gonna do Spaceship Earth just because I always love Spaceship Earth. It's such a great ride.
Which one is that? And the ball.
It's the giant ball. There you go.
Have you ever done what's the bag one?
Mission Space? No.
Have you ever
No,
done
I
that
don't.
one?
I did Mission Space on my very first trip. Never do it again. Rachel's like, you could do the small levels. Like, no. Like,
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure I still felt like vomiting on the first
Right.
like.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I'm not attempting that ever.
Yeah, I've never
I can't
done
even
that.
spin 2 times in a circle with my children. What makes you think I can go do a gyroscopic ride? Like,
Yeah.
anyway, I went with food because I'm food motivated at Epcot. We've had this conversation, and I'm going with the taco trio from La Cantina
Yeah.
over at San Angel. Love the taco trio. And then for my photo opportunity, I'm doing in front of the Guardians of the Galaxy spaceship.
Hmm.
Oh, I didn't think about that
Me
one.
neither.
Yeah, because that's a really
can
good
do
photo
that.
opportunity. That's what
Let's
I
do
was
it.
super confused because I just put Guardians of the Galaxy and I was like, what does that mean? And then I realized what I meant.
Yeah.
So yeah, Epcot, love Epcot. So especially if you're just going for Guardians, I felt like it was easy just to knock it out in
Yeah.
the morning.
We
So,
I like Test Track. Is that still open?
it's down for it's
Oh, yeah.
being refurbished right now.
I think it's supposed to
It
open
will
back
open
up
back
this
up.
summer.
Yeah, we can do it in November.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just add it to the list.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so then I am going to Skyliner from Hollywood Studios over to Epcot.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, so I can ride Guardians. And then this is one where I put, so if it's now he did do it with me when we went
Yes, you
this
sent me.
last trip.
We need to post
However-
that picture in our Facebook group.
Oh gosh,
Oh my
yes.
gosh. It's every time he makes that same face every time.
But I don't know that he'll ever ride it again. So Josh isn't with me and I don't have anyone and I don't want to ride by myself, then I'll do Soren with Josh. We
I
love
almost
Soarin'.
put Soren. I think I had Soren down,
Yeah.
and I was like, "Oh, but Guardians is calling my name."
Yeah, we love Soren.
It's such a great
Um,
ride.
Yeah. And then no shocker here, what my snack is going to be is the pumpkin spice macaron ice cream sandwich.
Of course. So this trip is based in October. And we now know when you're going.
This
you know.
is yeah, it is definitely in November. If not, then of course I'll find another snack. And I did try the chocolate macaron ice cream sandwich, and I was not as
Impressed.
thrilled.
I bet you I would like that.
It was good, but and I don't know, maybe it was just the ice cream, like whenever, because the macaron, the outside of it is crunchy. So every time I would take a bite, the ice cream would just it was going everywhere. It was so I don't know if it was just because it was melted.
Yeah.
Because the pumpkin one does
it melts
not do that.
quick.
Yeah. The pumpkin one stays, it doesn't do that. So anyway, and then I did take a picture in front of Spaceship Earth. Because I
Solid
forgot
photo
about the
opportunity.
Guardians one, but
Yeah. I almost
because the Guardians
did,
one has the magic shot too. Sometimes
it does. And
Yeah.
I almost did Japan with the archway
Oh, yeah, that was
with
pretty
the
cool.
Spaceship Earth in the background. I thought about that one too, and I was like, I'm gonna do Guardians.
Yeah, I feel like I went with the iconic pictures.
I'm noticing a
For
trend.
mine.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it kind of continues all the way to Magic Kingdom. So
That's probably
That's
like
fine.
my fault too. I always make us take pictures in front of
yeah.
we did our last trip. We took a picture in front of every
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
All right, sweet. So where are you going?
Following you.
Of course.
I'm gonna take the Skyliner to Epcot, but I chose this because I like Epcot around lunchtime because
All
they got
right.
really good food.
Yeah, definitely.
But I'm gonna go ride Guardians with my mom, and then my favorite snack is the lobster roll that they have there. I don't even know
Oh,
where you get that
I
from. But
feel
it's
like
so
you
good.
two,
That one's
you two are like two peas in a pod. Like you.
absolutely.
when it
she
comes
is,
to Disney,
she
yes.
is my Disney girl.
Hey, that's okay.
The lobster roll is during the Food and Wine Festival,
Mhm.
and they have the one of the booths
It's back in the
outside
American pavilion,
the
isn't it?
American booth.
Mm,
Yeah,
it's so
Mhm.
good.
And it's a
it's way
warm
better than the
lobster
one
roll.
at Magic
In
Kingdom, huh?
Magic-
Yeah,
Yeah.
way better. So good.
Yep. And then I'm gonna take a picture in front of Spaceship Earth.
My girl.
Too. Okay, so for me, obviously Skyliner over Hollywood Studios because love the Skyliner. favorite ride at Hollywood Studios is, of course, Tower of Terror. Gotta
I
do
knew I
Tower
was
of
gonna say
Terror.
it.
Yeah, of course.
Really?
Tower of Terror is a must-do ride every single time. I'm also gonna sneak in for the first time in forever the Frozen show, just because the hosts of that show are my favorite, and the adult jokes that they tell are fabulous.
I've never
Uh,
done that one.
No.
oh my god, you have to do it solely for them. Like they make the show what it is, like because they know that it's a bunch of adults there with their children, so they tailor the show towards you.
Oh, fun.
Like it's the two hosts are absolutely fabulous, and they're like citizens of Arendelle, and they're telling the story and joke about how every Disney movie the parents die. It's fabulous. It's absolutely great.
Gosh. Yeah, we definitely
Um,
need to check that out.
yeah, it's I totally recommend Frozen, and I would do it by myself, no shame. For my snack, I would do the blue milk from the milk stand.
Yum.
Oh, you like that?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Love blue.
I do like the blue.
Yeah.
The
They,
green's okay, but
yeah,
blue
I
is
like
where
the
it's
blue
at.
milk, and then they have that like jelly one. It's blue milk with like grape jelly, and then it's got like pop rocks or something in the bottom of it. That one or nerds. It's got nerds in it. That
Don't
one's
they
really
have
good.
one with alcohol? I'm pretty
I think
sure.
so. Yeah, I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure they
I
have one with
haven't.
alcohol.
Yeah.
But yeah, hot day at Hollywood Studios. Cool down with blue milk, and while I'm there, I'll take my picture over at the Millennium Falcon.
Sweet. Fun stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then I'm
Wonder where
going
we're all
to.
going last.
I know. So then I'm going to monorail over from Epcot to Magic Kingdom. And this is a double one too. So if Olivia's with me, I'm gonna do Tron.
If I'm also
Mm.
with you, we're gonna do pizza.
Well, yeah, we'll do both of these if she's with me. But if she's not with me, then Josh and I will definitely do People Mover.
Mhm.
But that's one of Olivia's favorites.
Mhm.
I don't know why. Like I love Magic Kingdom. I love being in there, but other than Tron, I was like, I was having a hard time like really picking one. I mean, like this, I love Small World. I love Pirates. I love Haunted Mansion.
Well, the
Mhm.
People Mover's great because after you've already been to 3 parks, you're in your
Yes,
final
you need
park of
that
the day.
break.
You can just pop your feet up and take a nap, like I did
Yes.
after eating
Yeah.
taking 8 shots of eggnog and eating I don't know how many Christmas cookies.
I forgot how
Horrible
many you
idea.
said. Yeah.
So much. I just was in a sugar coma and I just racked out on People Mover.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah,
such a
either
great
that
ride to
or-
relax on.
It is.
Mhm.
It's super cool. It's so crazy though, because every time we ride it, I forget how dark it gets
Oh,
for
yeah.
so long. I'm
Yeah.
like, this has got to be scary for kids.
Especially
'cause
when
it's
you
like,
break down in the dark.
Yes.
Portion.
We've
that happened to
gotten-
us too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
Raylan
I
and
don't know.
Harper are just sitting there like,
Like, what is going on? Yeah. Yeah. And just an FYI, they do have video cameras surveillance now. So don't be
Yeah,
doing
they do.
anything crazy on the.
They
right?
didn't before?
No,
No, but people were doing inappropriate things. And so now they
we
have.
cannot talk about on this episode because
Yeah.
apparently our accounts like to get locked for adult content.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy?
I don't know what
Jasmine
happened with our
actually-
buy me a coffee thing. It was like your account's been disabled, and it was like check your email. And I went and checked, and it was like your account's been disabled for adult content. I was like, what?
I know. Well, Jasmine was the one who had brought it to my attention, and when I told her that, I'm like, yeah, a Disney podcast got rejected for adult content. I'm like, that's funny. Anyway, yeah. So at Magic Kingdom, I'm going to ride Tron. I'm going to get a Dole Whip, and I'm going to take my picture in front of the castle.
Mm.
We actually, when we went this time, Josh and I, we did do a picture in the back of the castle this time, like in
Yeah,
the
that's
back
a
where
really
the
good spot,
carousel is.
yeah.
Yeah.
A really good
I
spot
never
to get a
knew that was
picture
a
there in
thing.
the back.
Yeah. He's like, we never go back there. Let's go take a walk back there. And so we went back there again, like in that little area. Or like if we do kind of, you walk through like to
There's
get to the other.
There's
area.
a lot of really good spots to take photos, especially like or at Magic Kingdom, like especially at nighttime. Like nighttime is like prime time to get your photos taken, just because that park lights up like
Oh, yeah.
no
Yeah,
other
I
park.
keep saying I want to do the lantern too,
that's
the
the one I
lantern
was getting
picture,
ready
and
to
I've
mention, yep.
never done it.
I took
November.
some pictures there
November.
last time, but we didn't do like an actual like photo pass.
Somebody's watching. We're gonna do it when we go in November.
Yeah.
There you go.
See if he's comments. Anyway, so yeah, so that's my Magic Kingdom picks.
I like it.
Yeah,
And of
I
course,
do
it's great to end the night with happily ever after. Like, what better way to end your day than crying your eyes out?
Exactly.
And
Yeah,
Yes,
that's what
it's
Liv
so
and I was saying.
sad.
She this week when she was there, she's like, "Why am I crying watching?"
every time,
like-
as soon as it comes on, I'm like,
Yeah. Yeah, I did try Josh's ice cream place this time too, the Plaza ice
Did I
cream
have a
parlor.
story about- have I ever told the story about?
that's
Like how when we go ride stuff and Dad goes gets ice cream.
Yeah, but it was like a secret until like
Yeah, we didn't know for a while that that's what
Josh.
he would do. Yeah, we like one day he just randomly said something. He's like, "Yeah, what do y'all think I'm doing? I'm gonna go get ice cream. while y'all go ride." I'm like,
look.
"Well, lucky he
Josh
didn't
and I
share."
can go and have ice cream together while you guys go do rides.
There you go. Okay, what you picking?
Okay, I'm gonna monorail to Magic Kingdom with you. My favorite ride, I haven't done it yet, but I like Splash Mountain, so I would have to do Tiana's Bayou because
Fabulous
it's my
ride.
favorite. And
Yeah,
I didn't get to ride it, but November.
yeah, November we'll do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Josh,
And then-
November.
It's her 18th birthday, so
Yeah.
you know,
And Braden's 21st. so-
and Braden will be 21. So I'm like, it's perfect. We'll do a birthday trip.
Yep. And then my favorite snack, I couldn't like really just pick one, so I just went with like a classic, a Mickey ice cream bar.
Solid
I can't
choice.
go wrong with that.
Right.
So
I didn't get one this trip, and I was so mad at myself. What is it? What is the white flag? Is he throwing in a flag?
no, that doesn't say anything. He commented something. I don't know why you can't see it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh.
I'm not. Let me go over to Facebook. Now I'm curious what he commented.
Yeah, it just has a white flag by it, but I don't know.
I don't know what that means. And
Yeah.
then my picture, of course, would be in front of the castle.
Maybe he's speechless thinking about how great of a time he's going to have on his trip in November.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, perfect.
yes.
I think so too.
And he's so excited to go get some ice cream.
Absolutely.
Does he still do that?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Well, I mean, I went with him this time because we did everything together, so we
Yeah.
both got ice cream this
but
time.
like I didn't know like his like strict diet.
Oh, nah, yeah, he won't cheat all the time, but he did get ice cream.
Strict.
Yeah. So where are you going, Fred?
Well, there's only one park left, and that's Magic Kingdom. And I'm really salty because I thought about switching Epcot and the Hollywood Studios so I could monorail over to Magic Kingdom. But then I was like, I didn't want to get to take the Skyliner at that point. So I stuck with that. And so I'll bus over to Magic Kingdom, keep it simple, and ride Pirates and Haunted Mansion because those are my two favorite
Mhm.
rides. And it doesn't
Yeah.
feel like Disney unless I do those two rides.
He's rolling his eyes at us. Josh.
Look, just accept your fate, Josh. It's happening.
Yeah.
For dinner, doing a lobster roll from Columbia Harbor House, and then I'll follow that up with I Lava You Float. Fabulous float.
Yeah.
And then photo opportunity, I picked Cinderella's Castle. Kept that one
Sweet.
typical.
I like taking pictures in front of the castle at night better.
Oh
than
yeah,
during the day.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, that park is just something. That park just looks so much better at nighttime. Like,
Mhm. Even most of the rides are better at night, like Tron. You
mhm,
enjoy it at night. and then-
Yeah, that's super fun at night.
yeah. Magic Kingdom
Yeah.
is definitely like a really good nighttime park. So is Hollywood Studios too, though. Like especially when you're going down
Mhm.
Sunset Boulevard, or you're over in the Star Wars area. Like that, Hollywood Studios is a really like solid nighttime park as well.
Yeah. When we were at Epcot, and so right now it's Festival of the Arts,
Yeah.
which I should have showed it. I did buy my first artwork ever in my life, I guess. I don't know. But over in the back, and I don't remember what countries it was in front of, but in the back area, they had these like it was like almost like a torch, like a big torch along the way the water is.
Oh, the one that they're spaced out, aren't they? You're talking the
Yeah,
ones
but
that are like
I've never seen those before, and I'm like, how many
Mhm.
times have we been here? So
Yeah,
I don't
they've
know if
always
that's
been there.
always been there, and just
Yeah.
like because when
Because like
they
when the
weren't
lights
on-
go off and the torches come up, like they light
Yeah.
the torch. Yeah, that's always been a thing.
That's crazy because I've never seen them before. And even when, because actually at this point we had met up with Darren and Dara.
Yeah.
We actually met up with them at Hollywood Studios and we rode the, the Skyliner over with them to Epcot. And then we kind of separated a little bit and then we met up again to ride Frozen. And like when we were first out, like when we were walking outside before Frozen, it was dark and then
Yeah.
they weren't there. But when we came out, and I don't know if it's something, if they maybe do it like close to when they're going to do the fireworks or I don't know. But I thought that was kind of weird that we hadn't ever
Another
seen that before.
another great park, which I wish that they would bring back, is Pandora at nighttime.
Yes, I know.
Like one, I miss. What was that show? Rivers of Light.
hmm
Fabulous nighttime show. Like just that was just a fabulous nighttime show, Rivers of Light. But like, and then to immediately
Never see that.
follow it up with like going over to Pandora and just seeing like, and it's crazy because right now they're redoing all the bioluminescent stuff that's on the ground. But like the park closes at 6, like so it's only
Yeah.
good for like one time a year when it like gets a little bit dark. So I'm hoping
One
that
day
means
we
they're
were
going to
there.
open the park up later in the future.
I don't remember which day we were there. And it's actually stayed open until 8.
Yeah,
And I was kind of surprised. I mean, we didn't stick around. I think we might have left about 6:30 or 7. So we didn't stick around to see what was going on, that late.
yeah.
But I was surprised to see a night that it stayed open till 8.
I'm excited, assuming now that I'm going to Disneyland, assuming my Disney World trip still happens in May. I'm super excited to have a kid-free trip and just again and be able to hit the parks. Like once they close, just stick it out and just get some really solid shots of the parks after closure.
The Lord told me that you should not do a Disney World and a Disneyland trip
Look.
both in May.
If the job calls, like I gotta go. Sorry.
Yeah.
Although
Yeah.
the second one's a personal trip, but I still need to get work content.
Yeah. I agree. I need to get to Disneyland at some point too. I know we tried so many different things on on this last trip that we'll have to stick an episode in there where we kind of maybe talk about some of that stuff because
Yeah.
we actually tried some new restaurants and some things that were different than we normally do. Even
Yeah.
though we did hit our favorites, but maybe we'll do
Do they still have Homecoming?
yes.
Did you go?
Yes.
Figured.
We did. They don't like it. We did. We actually walked up too. Like they didn't even have a reservation and just walked right in.
My favorite, I love Yak and Yeti.
We did that too.
I think
Yeah.
about that daily.
She thinks November.
What did we eat?
Your birthday dinner can
It
be.
was
Yeah,
so
Josh,
good.
The
November
tuna
birthday
nachos.
dinner.
Yes.
Yes. We'll have your birthday dinner at Yak and Yeti.
Okay.
Hope Josh is writing all this down of what he needs
Yeah.
to start budgeting for.
So that really came about because, and it's not official yet, but word on the street is that our agency trip is going to fall on Olivia's 18th birthday. Her 18th
Yeah.
birthday is on a Friday of all days. So I cannot go with good conscience and leave on her 18th birthday. So
We made a deal.
the deal is if I could take her the weekend before, even though it's going to suck because it's going to be Thanksgiving weekend. If I can take her but the weekend before for a little short trip, maybe even
Yeah.
throw in Epic
Yeah.
and then go.
Cool.
So,
You're gonna
yeah,
have
so
to
that's
bring me
what I'm
back
working
some
on.
Harry Potter stuff. I'm gonna need you to take more suitcase luggage.
Yeah,
this time,
definitely need to pack
'cause
a
you're
little
gonna be
lighter.
bringing back some Epic Universe
We're gonna have to bring
souvenirs.
back all the butterbeer.
Oh,
Oh, hey, look, we'll make it happen.
Fred has said he can
I
make
have a
butterbeer. Keep
fabulous
telling him.
butterbeer recipe.
Oh, really?
Yes,
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to test that out.
we'll bring the
Test it out.
girls over and we'll do a Harry Potter night. They love Harry Potter.
yeah, sounds good.
So yeah, there we
Sounds
go.
good.
That's a wrap on our 4-park challenge. I like how we started and ended in the same place. Like it just but it makes sense. Like because Animal Kingdom closes earlier and Magic Kingdom is usually the park that's open the latest. Like
Mhm.
Yeah,
it really is like the best place to start and end. The other two you can just kind of flip flop. Like however
Yeah.
you want.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. And then again, it's, like if you're a seasoned Disney goer, you kind of know what your things are that you want to do. Um, and then on the last day, you just want to kind of, revisit everything. It's a good way to get the, your favorites in. It's doable.
Yeah.
You might be tired, but I mean, and I didn't even really feel, well, I did when I came home the next day. I felt exhausted, but like we kind of went through and it was fine. Like I didn't feel rushed.
Yeah.
We kind of did what I want. So definitely can be done.
One day I'm gonna fly down and do the Fort Park Challenge and fly back. Like that's my goal. Maybe next year.
TikTok.
I have I have a friend at work that a few of them are talking about doing that. And she's like, I'm gonna let you know when we do it if you want to come with us.
Like, and it's probably just gonna be this random spur of the moment thing. Just
Yeah.
because, like, I'm gonna try to find like a $50 Spirit flight down and back, and then I'll get a ticket and just one day
Just roll
park
with it.
hopper ticket and just fly, go straight, hit the parks, and come back.
Yeah. I told her what you and Matt did. And she's like, no, if I'm sleeping there, I'm sleeping in a hotel. I'm not sleeping in the car
In the airport parking lot.
in the airport.
That was
Yeah.
such a good trip, though. Like that easily
Yeah, that's definitely
is at the
a memory.
top. Like
Yeah.
it is. Like such a great time. The massive amount of eggnog and cookies, though, needs to just.
Yeah, I was trying to see. I don't have it open, but I was
Forgot.
going to say for anyone listening, if you haven't, you can go back and listen to. I think it's like Matt's Magical Adventure or something like that, or
Yeah.
36 hour
Yeah, Matt, 28-hour
trip,
adventure, something like that.
something like that. Yeah, you can go back and listen to
That was a
Fred
great
and
trip.
Matt there. Quick trip. Yep.
What are we talking
Sweet.
about next week? I'm super excited for next week's episode.
Yeah, I'm super excited, but I'm also a little worried because I have no idea yet. I came up with the idea of doing like a couples challenge in honor of Valentine's month, even though we're going to be a couple of weeks behind, but because of cheer and other things. So I have to really come up with the ideas, but well, Josh, my husband, and Rachel, Fred's wife, will join us on the show. And what I'm kind of thinking is that I'm going to throw some questions, which I'll put it together tomorrow, some questions together, and
Yeah.
then Rachel and I will exchange answers.
Oh dear Lord.
And then maybe you and Josh exchange answers, and then we have to guess what we think the other one would say. Of course, Disney related, so some stuff is going to be super obvious.
Yeah. You say that, and it's just
right.
going to end horribly.
I think Josh will probably know me better because he always, like, if I'll say stuff and he's like, that wasn't right. That didn't really happen that way. I'm like, close enough. Yeah, so that's what I'm kind of thinking, but I don't know. I'm going to do some research tomorrow but yeah, it's going to be a couples challenge type thing. So it'll be super fun to have, because we talk about them a good bit. So to have them join us on the show will be fun.
Yeah.
So Liv, what did you think about being on our podcast?
It was fun.
It was fun.
She can come back anytime.
That's what I told her. I said, you never know. You might like it and you might want to come back all the time.
See, aren't you glad you didn't bail on us after all?
Yeah. It's fun to talk about Disney.
It is.
Yeah, but then it makes you want to go.
I know. It does make you want to go. It does.
Hey,
But it's okay. We are going.
November.
look,
Yeah.
as soon as you hang up, just go straight to www.disneyworld.com and book that trip.
Honestly, the only reason I haven't booked anything yet is because I'm debating on staying at a Universal resort and then doing a one day at Disney or staying at a Disney resort. If I knew for sure that we could buy one day to Epic Universe in November, then I'd be okay. But without really knowing, it's kind of got me thrown off because if we go, that's what I want to do. That would be more of the celebration for Braden's birthday because we were supposed to take him, but I think we'll see.
I think it's all going to come down to how the crowd level at Epic Universe goes. Like, I think they're going to take a look at the first couple weeks, and if that crowd levels, if the park, stays pretty packed, I think they're going to keep tickets the way that they are until they start seeing a decrease And then once they start seeing a decrease in park attendance, then they'll start offering more ticket options. Like,
Yeah, which is kind of why I think I may do a Universal hotel with Express Pass,
Helios, I hear it's a fabulous hotel.
and then do one day maybe at Disney, or even I told
Yeah.
Liv maybe we could even just do the Christmas party,
Yeah.
and then do Epic and a day at Universal. So we'll see. We'll see.
Okay. All right. We ready for a wrap up? We're at
We are
52
ready.
minutes. So,
Perfect.
really great episode. Liv, thanks for joining us. Always fun.
Thanks for having me.
You're welcome back anytime. As long as you
Yep.
don't threaten the bell on us 10 minutes before.
She had a rough day, so she
That's
was
okay.
kind of, but she's good now.
That's okay.
I
All
told her
right.
Disney, talking about Disney will get you out of it and make you happy.
Facts.
So,
All right, cool. Well, again, thanks to everybody for joining us. We really appreciate you guys going on this journey with us, and taking time out of your Sunday night to join us and talk Disney. For those that are interested in learning more about what we do here at Going Beyond the Castle, and maybe even getting more information, you can head over to our website, which on the screen says www, but I learned this past week that is not actually in the link. It's just goingbeyondthecastle.com.
.com.
Yep. So learned
Sweet.
that. So yeah, definitely head over there on our website. You can see more about Lori and I. You can see all of our episodes, and you can even request some vacation quotes if that's something you're interested in. For those that are looking to connect with us on social media, you head over to our Beacons channel, which is beacons.ai/going beyond the castle. There you can see both Lori and I's personal social media accounts. You can see locations to watch us live each week, and you can see locations to um, listen to the audio version of our podcast. And then, of course, as always, if you're interested in reaching out to us, whether it be to request a specific topic on the podcast or even to schedule a vacation quote, you can send us an email at info@goingbeyondthecastle.com. Both Lori and I have access to that, so you should get a pretty quick response back.
Yep.
And with that, I will turn it over to Lori to say bye, and that's it.
Bye.
Oh, we're just gonna do bye like that. Okay, bye.
All right. We'll see you guys next week. And if you have any ideas or any questions that you want us to throw in our couples challenge,
Yep.
go and send them to us either in the email or on our Facebook page. Some questions that we could stump our spouses.
Yeah.
I think that'll be
Absolutely.
fun.
Yeah, fun times. All right, we will
All
talk to you
right.
guys next week.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
End all of our live streams in TikTok. It says stopping.